game sidestepped the Rock, buried the knee right into the abdomen and the lower part of the abdomen, but again no disqualifications as the game stomps away at those ribs. He's kicking the Rock right under the heart and right into the ribs on that occasion, and again, Triple H showing absolutely no compassion, and you can only imagine, ladies and gentlemen, what the game will do to a returning Shawn Michaels, one night only in a fight against Triple H this Sunday at Summerslam.
He'll be relentless, JR. Nothing will stop him. I mean, he'll pull out all the stops. He'll expend every ounce of his energy to destroy Shawn Michaels. He wants to cripple him. He wants to make him live the rest of his life in a wheelchair.
How sick is that? Oh, how morbid and sick is that? And the people's champion, the undisputed champion, trying to fight back. But again, it's the game exploiting those injured ribs. And the game told Brock Lesnar here earlier tonight. He thought Lesnar was homeless, and he told him that I was going to leave just a little bit of the Rock left for you. And then you're going to owe me when you get to Madison Square Garden next Monday night for Raw live from MSG. You're going to owe me, Brock Lesnar, when you're the new undisputed champion.
Yeah, well, it sounded like Triple H was trying to set himself up for a title shot when Brock Lesnar becomes the champ.
And that's the way they put those ribs there. The abdominal stretch. A tremendous submission move has been used for generations and generations in this business. And the game, look where he's positioned it. Conveniently, right near the ropes if he needs them. Right now, he does not need them.
Well, and he can grab those ropes and use them if he wants to because there's no disqualification. The security, they're keeping a close eye on Heyman and Lesnar. And they don't have to worry about Heyman.
Heyman's not going to find anything but maybe a bagel. And look at this, now Triple H using those ropes. As we said, he's near enough to the ropes, he could use them if he wanted to. And senior referee Earl Hebner, he's blocked out through those two bodies.
Well, it doesn't matter, he can't disqualify him, can't even make him break the hold.
You're right about that. All the referee's here for is the count pinfall, or to signify a submission. But the Rock is fighting back. The Brahma Bull, and you know won't give up. He was going to deliver a huge right. Got thumbed right in the eye. And both men. Oh, what a collision. What a collision there.
Both men went for huge clotheslines and they both hit him.
Both men down, and the referee can still utilize that 10 count. This match could end on a count out. It just cannot end on a disqualification. Well, the atmosphere at Summerslam is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. It is something that I have been waiting weeks and weeks for. And when we get there, we'll say we've waited on it our entire life. It'll be live this Sunday night.
Wait, let me get something straight here, JR. Rock laying the smackdown now on Triple H, but if there's no disqualification, there really is nothing preventing Brock Lesnar from coming over that ring and kicking Rock's ass, is there?
Well, except those 10 security guards, I would hope.
Whoa!
All right, Rico rolling throw by the Rock. There's a cover, hook of the leg, and the undisputed champion in this non-title match.
Well,
got a near fall in the game, quickly up and back to the eyes.
Is there anything to prevent the Rock from going over the railing and laying some smackdown on Brock?
Only those. He's real busy right now, and the Rock holding those ribs. But the game is down, King.
We are going to see it, JR. He's going to let us witness the most electrifying move in sports and entertainment. It's the people that
And the Rock may have hurt himself almost as much as he hurt the game. The Rock with the bad ribs delivered the people's elbow. The game hasn't moved. The Rock trying to get a leg. He tried to get a leg.
Did he get it?
He couldn't cover that left shoulder of the game. The game got the shoulder up. And man, is Heyman giving Brock Lesnar an earful. They're getting a hellacious scouting report, and Lesnar looks almost smug, almost overconfident.
Earlier tonight, Triple H, he told us all that he was gonna injure the Rock, just leave a little bit left.
Low blow, that's legal.
And right now, Triple H is fulfilling his prophecy.
And that
Rock looks to be injured, plus
that low blow may be mild in what we see in that non-sanctioned match with Triple H and Shawn Michaels on Sunday.
Now what?
Look at this. The game.
Look out!
Oh my God almighty. Triple H with those steps.
Oh, look at Lesnar. He thinks that's funny.
And the Rock may be concussed. He may have suffered a concussion right there to go along with those bad ribs. The Rock's, his bones may be ready to be picked at Summerslam.
That's
by
right.
the next big thing.
And you know what that means? That means that Lesnar will owe Triple H. What in the world are you doing now?
What the hell is the game thinking about now? We know it's no. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Wait, look at Lesnar.
Lesnar over the rail, but the game's got to do that sledgehammer. And I know it's no disqualification, but there is. What happened to the humanity around
look
here?
at this.
Oh my God. He just. The referee got assaulted. Is that what you're going to do to Shawn Michaels' game? You're going to split his head open with a sledgehammer?
This is exactly what he talked about. He's sending a message right now to Shawn Michaels.
Triple H is going to... Hold on! Shawn Michaels is here! HBK! Shawn Michaels with the right heel! He just nailed Lesnar! Oh my God! The game almost beheading Shawn Michaels! We thought Shawn Michaels was at home in San Antonio!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Look out!
Oh, the Rock! The Rock right back to the game's face! The undisputed champion! Oh, that's not his face buster! The undisputed champion taking it right in the face, and now the game choking the Rock.
Oh, look out!
Brock Lesnar! Lesnar attacking Shawn Michaels!
Hey, look at
Shawn Michaels! Shawn Michaels is fighting back! You wonder what he's got left! What a shot! What a kick! What a kick!
Did you see that?
Shawn Michaels sent the next big thing into orbit!
What a super kick! It looks like Brock is taking the high road out of here now!
Rock bottom! Rock bottom! I don't know if the Rock got all of it, but he got the rock bottom! And now the Rock, the undisputed champion, he wants Brock Lesnar! My God, they don't want to wait until SummerSlam! Lesnar being pulled out of here by the security!
Wait a minute! No!
And the Rock says, hell no!
He wants the security to let Brock Lesnar stay!
Rock is parting the seas here! The Rock is, he's chasing down Brock Lesnar!
Hey, look at that! Look at that!
Oh my God! Shawn Michaels! A death-defying leap over the top!
He landed right in the middle of everybody!
The security trying to restrain the game!